For the last 3 years, the most valuable resource in the world was the NVIDIA H100 chip. But that era is officially over. On December 22nd, 2025, Google made a move that proves that that game has changed. They didn't buy a chip maker, they didn't buy a software startup, they bought a power company. Google acquired Intersect Power for $4.75 billion. This isn't just an ESG play, it is a desperate move to secure the one thing that can kill the AI revolution, that is electricity. We are entering the energy war phase of AI, and if you think your electricity bill is high now, just wait until you're competing with ChatGPT for grid access. Today we break down why BigTech is buying the grid. First, let's look at the deal. Google bought Intersect Power, a clean energy developer backed by private equity giant TPG, for $4.75 billion. Intersect isn't a small startup. They manage $15 billion in energy assets. They have massive solar and battery storage projects in Texas and California, the two biggest battlegrounds for data center power. But why buy them outright? Because Google can't afford to wait in line. By owning the developer, they can prioritize their data centers. They can build power plants directly next to their server farms, known as behind the meter generation, bypassing the slow, clogged public grid. It's vertical integration. Just like they designed their own TPUs to stop relying on NVIDIA, they are now buying power plants to stop relying on the utility company. Now, this deal didn't happen in a vacuum. It happened because the AI industry is hitting a wall. A single AI query consumes 10 times more energy than a Google search. And as models get smarter, like the O3 we talked about, that number explodes. By 2030, US data centers are projected to consume 9% of the entire country's electricity. That is more than double today's share. The grid cannot handle this. In Virginia and Ohio, power companies are already turning away new data centers because there just isn't enough juice. Google, Microsoft, and Amazon know that if they run out of power, their growth stops. Their stock prices crash and the AI party ends. This fear has triggered a spending spree we haven't seen since the Industrial Revolution. It's not just Google, every tech giant is panic buying power. Just look at the contract signed in 2025 alone. Microsoft literally paid to restart the dead 3 Mile Island nuclear plant. They signed a 20-year deal to buy 100% of its power, 835 megawatts, straight to its data centers. Amazon went bigger. They signed a massive 1.9 gigawatt nuclear deal with Tellene Energy in Pennsylvania. That's enough power for nearly 2 million homes dedicated solely to AWS. Meta isn't staying behind either. They just signed a 2.5 gigawatt deal with NextEra Energy, one of the largest renewable deals in history, securing solar and battery storage across the entire US grid. And Google, before buying Intersect, they signed the world's first deal for small modular nuclear reactors with Kairos Power. Tech companies have become the single biggest force keeping the US energy industry alive. They don't just want green energy anymore, they want 24/7 energy. Solar goes down at night, wind stops blowing, but nuclear runs all day, just like an AI data center. So Google secures its power, Amazon builds its reactors. What about the rest of us? Critics warn that this rush for power is driving up electricity prices for regular families. In some regions, utility bills are soaring because infrastructure costs are being passed down to consumers. We are heading into a world where energy is a premium asset. If you are an investor, look at the companies supplying the picks and shovels for this energy war: nuclear fuel, grid infrastructure, and battery storage. The AI revolution isn't digital anymore, it's physical and it's hungry. Thanks for watching. We'll be back next week with another story from the front lines of global investing. VC10X.